Out of all ancient civilizations, the Greeks stand out among the rest for their contributions of Western civilization, whether that be politically, culturally, or philosophically. It is in this third field of philosophy that Athens especially comes to mind, with such scholars to its name as Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates. Athens is also known as the birthplace of democracy, a foundation of which our own country is built upon. Now, Greece is also known for its military conquests, with the later Macedonian Empire, spearheaded by Alexander the Great, accomplishing massive border growth through the use of soldiers known as hoplites in a formation known as a phalanx. Now, the hoplites and the phalanx came to be in Athens. The reasoning behind this was that Athens had no standing army, so what hoplites were ordinary folk, farmers and the such, who took up arms, namely bronze armor, round shields, and spears, to defend their homeland in the event of an invasion. Now, a phalanx is a formation in which you essentially form a box, and at the edges, the shield would interlock. So you are covering half of yourself and half of your neighbor, and your neighbor would do the same, forming a very strong defense. As far as offense goes, you would stick your spears out in front, so that for the enemy to penetrate you, they'd have to first approach you, which is difficult already, and the penetration would prove even more difficult. This worked wonders as Athens stood for years and years to come, and it's proved successful in the event of facing even larger foes, such as the Persian Empire, which the Greek city-states famously banded together and repelled when they were invaded. Furthermore, the Macedonian Empire, under Alexander the Great, used hoplites and phalanxes to expand massively, and the Roman Empire adapted the phalanx into what's known as a turtle formation, and they achieved absolutely massive expansion. Now, when contrasted to modern warfare, the obvious difference is the use of primitive weaponry, such as spears and shields, when compared to what we have nowadays, and also, of course, the tactics. But the difference also lies in the philosophical basis, the Athenian basis of helping one's neighbor in a collective identity, whereas nowadays it's a large standing army and it's more offensive-based. So what I plan to do is go to Greece, namely Athens, of course, and study the weapons, methodology, and philosophy of the hoplites. I will try to apply that to our modern technology to see if I can improve our methods, not only in effectiveness, but also to provide a more sound philosophical and moral ground for our warfare.